He provided for you when you were nothing. He allowed you to crawl. Then He allowed you to walk. He allowed you to talk. He allowed you to become the young man and the young woman that you are. And now, because you have a couple of dollars in your pocket, and now because you can put a sandwich together, and now because you have a car outside to take you and bring you, you don't have time for Allah? You don't need this, you say? Is this the thank you we have? Is this the adab that we have with Allah? Oh Allah, you brought me into this world naked. You were naked. You were barefooted. You were uncircumcised. You had nothing. Everything you have, where did that come from? Who gave it to you? Wallahi, you know, my brothers and sisters, forgive me, you know, Wallahi, I speak to you in a way that I like to be spoken to. I'm not really much for these, you know, feel-good talks. You know, I like to rattle the cage. You know, this is me personally, and this is what I'm saying. So therefore, I like to share that with you. You know, but sometimes, you know, I ask myself. I have a bit of a confession. You know, I talk to myself a lot. You know, sometimes I'm driving in the car, and wallahi, I feel sorry for the people that look at me. Wallahi, honestly, I talk to myself a lot, you know. And there's times, you know, I'll be driving in my car and I think to myself, you know, I want you to imagine, yeah? Those of you who are fathers and mothers, you already know what I'm talking about. But those of you who are probably not fathers and mothers, you think, no, but really, this analogy, I'm sure we can all imagine. I want you to imagine that you bring a little baby home, helpless child, and you found that outside it was cold, it was maybe naked, and so you seen this baby and you ran and you put a blanket over it and you brought this baby home and you sheltered it and you clothed it and you fed it and you were there every single step of the way. You changed its diapers when it needed it. You took it to the hospital when it was sick. And you were there and you never failed this child. Never. Not once did you ever fail it. And the joy on your face when they took their first steps. And the joy in your heart when they started to eat on their own. And the happiness when they started to put words together and create sentences. Then, when this child that you gave your life to, now that they could walk on their own and talk on their own, you ask them for a favor. You ask them for a small request and they turn around and they tell you, I'm too busy, leave me alone, man. Honestly, would you accept that? Really? You know, this, you know, it's a rhetorical question, so I'm sure would you accept that?